Hey everybody, it's time for Good News with Tony and Joan, and we are going to look at some positive news stories that are on the internet. If I can keep all these ridiculous ads from popping up. Um, nope, I'm going to be positive. Got to be positive. It's the Good News segment. Be positive, Joan. Don't be mopey. Be positive, little dog. Be positive. Okay. So this is a post about Mints and Honey supporting the healthcare workers with tea and meals. This is a little uh, place that makes drinks and snacks and things like that. Plated waffles, avocado toast, and toast. So I think it's kind of like a breakfast plate in San Carlos, California, and they're helping out healthcare workers by giving them free, you know, free teas and little snacks and stuff that and meals apparently. So that's so nice. That's so nice, and it's smart too. You know. Oh wow, look at all this. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Macaroons. That's a smart thing. Look, if you've got the money to do it, this is going to be great advertising for your business afterwards too. And people are going to say, "Wow, these people supported us. We're gonna totally go there and support them after this crisis is over." So good for you. That's very nice. Rare giant sea turtles returning to the beaches. Joan, they're returning to the beaches. The turtles, and they because there's no tourist on the beaches. They're coming back. They're coming back. I got no pictures of this. Oh wait, yes I do. I have video. I probably can't show that. So I now the only downside to that I could see is that the turtles would come back to these deserted beaches this year, and then next year assume they were deserted again, only to be chased away. But that's nice. See, the Earth is healing itself. This was kind of a funny story. This is out of New Zealand. Drugs seized at border plummets during lockdown. So that may be a negative ad for some of you, but apparently drug smuggling's way down because you know what? There is no plan for workers in organized crime. They just say, "Oh, we don't need you." Well, when you gonna start up again? We don't know. Go do something. Get lost. That's what they do. So yeah. So custom sees 70% less methamphetamine. Am I saying that right? Methamphetamine. That's how you say it. And 60% less MDMA at the border in the first 3 months of this year compared to last year. Well, of course. Um, but, the downside of that is if you need your drugs, well, you're going to have to look elsewhere. Also from New Zealand, man hailed as hero for rescuing an autistic 6-year-old boy from a burning house. Isn't that nice? This is in Christchurch. A woman says her brother-in-law is a hero for rushing into a burning house to save her 6-year-old autistic nephew. Or her 6-year-old autistic nephew. Well, good for him. Good for him. That's very nice. And he should be lauded for that. It's very nice, Joan. Isn't that nice? You don't care. Continuing with the news, NBA star Russell Westbrook provides 650 laptops, this was a few days ago, to Texas students. That's nice. These guys are millionaires. It's nice to see when, a guy who's a big NBA star or football star or, a sports star, I mean, they're just raking it in and they do something nice like this. And hey, why not? I mean, it's a tax write-off anyway for these guys. You might as well do it. 650 laptops. I mean, that's probably, you buy them in bulk like that. They probably don't cost more than $1,000 a piece. You know, and it's probably like $500,000, and he probably needs that tax write-off anyway. So, good for you, man. Good for you. I'm not a basketball fan, but I would totally root for this guy. Um, Anonymous local businesses donate 210K to pay all water and sewer bills in Indiana town. Wow. Town manager Joe Renner said the total donation was more than $210,000. Isn't that nice? Water and sewer bills are paid for in this town. That's pretty cool. Especially if you are a business, you tend to use more water depending on the business. Now, I live in a house and the water bill is only about $30 a month, but still, if you're in business, that could add up to be some money, especially if you've got something, plants that need watering or something like that. So good that, and it's the whole town. I mean, and sewer too. Sewer's a separate charge. I think for me, it's like, let's say it's like $90 a quarter or something like that. Inventor of N95 masks comes out of retirement to upgrade them. Well, isn't that nice? Hospitals are suffering a shortage of the single-use mask, leading inventor Peter Tsai to come out of retirement and find a way to sterilize them. And this is yesterday from the Jerusalem Post. So good for you, Peter. Good for you for stepping up and coming out of retirement. They're doing all kinds of things with masks now. But by the time we get out of this, medical technology is going to be like 10 years ahead, Joan. 10 years ahead. 10 years ahead. Yes, it will be. All right. And finally, which one was this? Nebraska University, to offer free tuition to Nebraska students with family incomes of less than $60,000. Now, see, this is what should happen. This is what should happen. These colleges, they've got a ton of money, and they should be able to do something like this. And it's a good thing to do. It makes sense. These are people who live in your state, and why wouldn't you want to offer this kind of stuff to them? And it's also, again, it's a tax write-off for these massive organizations. They need the tax write-off anyway. Why not donate? Why not get great PR and help some people out? Good for you. Good for you, NU. Go NU, I say. All right. And then our happy video of the day is this doggo. And he is, I think he's in like a rain sewer or something. This is on GiftCat. And he's blowing bubbles with his nose. That's pretty funny. He's a husky, so he's probably very hot. Sitting in that water. It's going down the rain drain, or rain grate, whatever you want to call it. That's cute. That's cute. You would never do that, Joan. You're not like a water dog. You don't like water. I bought a wading pool for Joan one time because I thought it was hot and she'd like to be cooled off in the summer, and I set her in it and she jumped out of it, and that was pretty much the end of our pool experiment. She is not a dog who likes water, but this doggy loves it. So maybe this year we'll get out the wading pool again, Joan, just for fun. We'll try it one more time, huh? You want to try it? You want to try the wading pool? We'll get you another haircut first. All right, well, that's it for Good News with Tony and Joan. Thanks for tuning in. We scour the internet so you don't have to.